It's Courtney again here at Lincoln Yoga Center with another yoga practice for you today. So today we'll just begin in a seated position, however that is for you. I like Sukhasana, which means easy pose, and I always say easy is very subjective, so make it easy for you. If that means grabbing a cushion, maybe from the couch or your bed, you can kind of stick it under your behind, just to kind of help you sit nice and comfortably. So we'll just sit up with the spine nice and tall, shoulders relaxed. And if you want, you can close your eyes. And just starting to bring the focus inward. Notice how you're feeling in your body today. Beginning to notice the breath, just however that is for you today. So there's no right or wrong, there's no good or bad. Just let that natural flow take over. Now let's begin to lengthen and expand the breath. And so we'll kind of lengthen the inhales and the exhales, and then just allowing the body to expand. So maybe starting here in the belly, exhaling nice and fully. And as you inhale again, maybe feel it in the side body, so ribs kind of fanning out. Exhale. And then next inhale will fill the back body. And exhale. So let's do that again. We'll go through the three sides and we'll actually feel. So if you'd like, you can put your hands here. Let's breathe in, feel that expansion. And exhale. Side body, let's inhale. Feel how the body expands, and then let's exhale. And then last time, here we go, back body. Lovely, just place your hands on the knees or the lap, and let's kind of return to that natural breathing. All right, so remind yourself, nice tall spine. And then as you take an exhale, go ahead and bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Feeling both sides of the neck. And if you want, you can take that right hand and just gently assist. That left hand can come out to the side. Or the hand can come to the shoulder, whichever feels more comfortable for you. And then let's take it back up nice and slow. And then we'll take the left ear to the left shoulder. So let that shoulder drop as well. Try not to meet the ear and shoulder together. And then maybe that left hand will assist. Right hand can come out. Or maybe the hand comes to the shoulder. Lovely, let's bring it back up. And then we'll use the tip of the nose and we'll just draw circles. Your circles can be big or little. Whenever it feels good for you, go ahead and change directions of your circle. Take an exhale to bring the chin to the chest. And if the eyes are still closed, just gently blink them open. And then when you've kind of taken in the light of your space, go ahead and slowly roll the head back up. Nice. So just one more thing here in our seated pose. Let's bring the hands to either side. We'll inhale, reach up. And exhale. Inhale. Lift. See if you can take that breath to the side bodies. And then, and let's do it one more time. Breathing in, front body, side body, back body. And then let's exhale, take the left hand down. Anchor into both sit bones as you reach over to that left side. Just a little side bend. Let's inhale back up, keep that length. And then we'll take it over to that right side. Right hand comes down again. We're anchoring into the sit bone, so try not to tip over like that. Lovely. We'll inhale one more time. And then exhale. Nice. All right, so from here, we'll make our way to table pose. So if you have a blanket handy, you can prop the knees here. We're kind of going prop free here at the studio, so I'm just going to fold my mat over because I've got little bony knees. So knees go right under the hips, and then the wrists go under the shoulders, or maybe even a little in front of the shoulders if the wrists are bugging you. Really pressing into each knuckle, gently pressing the yoga mat away. Kind of having some engagement here so we don't just kind of do that. Tucking in the navel. Nice, having a little bit of support. We're just going to move into our cat and our cow. So let's exhale, round out through the spine, tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, let the belly drop off for the heart forward, gaze and tailbone come up. Exhale, press into the hands and the shins and the feet, open the heart the other way. And then inhale, and lengthen the front body. So continuing a few times here. Just flowing between these two shapes. Notice how the spine articulates. And if this is one of your first yoga practices, don't worry if you're inhaling when I say exhale and exhaling. That'll come. The breath knows. Beautiful, let's do one more round. And after your next exhale, after your next cat pose, let's come back to that neutral spine. All right, so from here, we're going to kick that right foot back, plant each toe. And we're just gonna rock back a couple times to stretch the calf, the bottom of that foot. And if you want here, you can also roll to the big toe side. Notice that external rotation. Roll to the pinky toe side. So that's internal rotation. Maybe one more time. And then roll. Beautiful. Maybe a couple more times. And then however is comfortable for you, we're going to take that right foot forward. So you can bring it up like this, or maybe you need to bring it to the side. And then move. So here we are in a low lunge. Let's inhale, reach up. If you feel like the shoulders are kind of creeping up around the ears, maybe bend the elbows. Give yourself a little more space. Nice. And on your next exhale, let's bring the arms around, and we'll bring the hands in front and press them together. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And press. So we'll take both hands to the right side of that right knee. You can stop right here. You can also take the hand to the small of the back. So from the knee all the way to the crown of the head, nice and long. And if you want a little bit more, you can gaze over that right shoulder. But shifting the gaze kind of shifts the pose. So. Let's inhale, coming back, maybe framing the front foot, and then however is comfortable for you, bring that knee back to table. We'll just take a little child's pose here, knees together or apart. Maybe the forehead comes down, maybe you'd like to bring the hands underneath. Wherever the forehead is, you can kind of roll side to side. Feel where the ground supports you. Nice, let's come back to table. And we'll do that on the other side. So we'll kick that left foot back. My knot's a little short back there. So again, just rocking back and forth. And then if you want to experience the rotations, you can roll to the big toe side, roll to the pinky toe side. And again, maybe another time. Nice. And roll. Beautiful. And then a couple times again. And again, however is comfortable for you, let's bring the left foot forward. So here we are, low lunge on this side. Excuse me. So we're inhale. So again, wherever your shoulders feel more comfortable, kind of bending the elbows to accommodate. And then on your next exhale, let's circle the arms around, press in front. Inhale, sweeping back up. And exhale. Press. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. So the hands go to the left side of that left knee. Check in. Nice tall spine. If you want to bring the hand to the small of the back. Again, from the knee to the crown of the head. And then maybe you want to shift your gaze. So see how that shifts the balance, right? Shift your mind a bit. And then inhale, let's come back. Frame the front foot, we'll bring the knee back to table. And then another child's pose. If you want to be extended this time, that would be fine. So you can rotate the wrists. You want to roll the forehead on the mat. All right, let's inhale back up to table. And then, again, we'll plant the hands really firmly. So really distributing the weight across the entire surface of the hands so you're not just kind of dumping into the heels of the hands. We'll tuck the toes under if they're not already, and then press into the yoga mat to lift the sit bones up and back, downward facing dog. So if you want to move, that's what your body wants today, go ahead and kind of pedal it out. I like to flip my feet over and crack my little toes. Lovely, so let's look at the top of the mat, and then you can take little itty bitty steps. If you want to take one big step, just walk up to the hands, or if it's more comfortable, you can walk the hands towards the feet, and we'll just come into a forward fold. Shake the head no, nod the head yes. Notice if there's tension in your jaw. And then let's deeply bend the knees, tuck the chin, we'll roll it up to standing. So we will come into Tadasana at the top of our mat, mountain pose. Planting the feet about hip distance apart. Lift up the toes, spread them out if you can, and set them back down. Maybe kind of shifting from foot to foot. It's been a very grounding time for me, so I've been really focusing on kind of where I am on the earth. And so if you want to lean forward, press the toes into the mat. You can lean back, not too far. Feel the 2 points of the heels. Just really feel the feet on the mat. And so standing up nice and tall. Little micro bend in the knees so you're not hyperextending. Shoulders away from the ears. All right. So just a couple sun salutations here. We'll inhale, reach up over the head. And as you exhale, folding forward. Inhale takes us up just halfway, so extending through the crown of the head. And then exhale, let's fold. So bringing the hands to the mat, let's step back to plank. Of course, you can be in half plank here too. And then exhale, we'll lower down. Sliding the hands back, lifting up, cobra. Let's just do a little baby cobra right now. Hugging the elbows in, opening the upper chest. And then we'll come down. Tuck the toes, lifting up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a moment here. Look at the top of the mat. We'll make our way back up. Take a moment here in forward fold. And then we'll soften the knees and reverse swan dive all the way back up. Let the hands come back to the heart. Nice. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Hands coming to the mat, stepping back. And then exhale, lowering down. Lifting up, cobra. If you want to go up a little higher, you can. Just bring the shoulders down, elbows bent. And then let's come down. Tuck the toes, lifting up and back. Downward facing dog, lovely. Taking a moment. And then we'll make our way back to forward fold. Soften the knees, up we go, reverse swan dive. And then bringing the hands down. Let's just take a moment here. Here we go. Inhale. And then this time as we exhale, bend the knees, send the hips down and back. Utkatasana. So again, just like in table, kind of engaging so you don't kind of flick your tail out like that. Tucking the tail in. And then let's inhale. And then exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. So fingertips to the mat here. We're going to kick back that right foot and then bring the heel down. Nice comfortable angle. And then when you're ready, let's root to rise, warrior one. As you exhale, bend the elbows. We'll inhale, push into that left foot, straighten the leg, reach up. And then exhale, bend the knee, bend the elbows. Inhale, lift and reach. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Let's take an inhale, really draw the elbows back, open the heart, and then exhale, we'll come down to frame the front foot. Turn onto the right heel, press the right hand into the mat and take a nice big inhale to bring the left fingertips up. Exhale, the left hand down, we'll bring the right knee down. And then pushing back, we're going to come into Ardha Hanumanasana. So I need to kind of shift the back knee back or the front foot forward to get a nice stretch here. So the fingertips can be on the mat. If you have big books or something around, you can use that to kind of boost you up. Just keeping a nice long spine, because you don't want to hunch over. Extend, so reach with your heart to the top of the mat. Nice. And so I moved my foot, so I need to kind of shift it back, rolling back to that low lunge, frame the front foot, pick up that right knee, step it back. And then we'll lower down. Inhale, cobra of your choice. Reaching that heart forward, and then let's come down. Tuck the toes, lifting up and back. Downward facing dog. Gotta crack the toes. Little habit. All right, looking at the top of the mat, make your way to forward fold. However is comfortable for you. And then let's soften the knees and up we go. Hands maybe come together, and then coming back down. Ajustasana, right? All right, so if you've kind of migrated, come up to the top of the mat, and we'll do the other side. So we'll go inhale, and then exhale. Coming into your chair pose, remember tuck the tail. And then inhale, we reach, and exhale, coming down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, we fold. So fingertips to the mat, we'll kick back that the left foot, excuse me. I haven't mirrored in a while. So when you're ready, root to rise, warrior one. And that nice hip flexor stretch in this pose. And then we'll bend the elbows, press into the right foot this time, straighten the leg, reaching up. And exhale. Inhale, lift and reach, reach, reach. And exhale. And then last time, here we go. Inhale. And exhale. Take an inhale, draw the elbows out. And then let's exhale, come down. Hopping off that left heel, we'll press into the left hand. Take a nice deep inhale, reaching up, right fingertips. You can follow the gaze up. You can look back down, you can look straight ahead. Take an exhale, bring that right hand down, and then the left knee comes down. So as you push back, maybe that foot comes forward. So fingertips to the mat. Again, if you've got your books, you can a little soft bend in this knee. And again, reaching with the heart. Nice. If you moved your foot, go ahead and draw it back so you can roll back to a low lunge. Frame the foot, we'll pick up that left knee, and then step the right foot back. And then lower down. Slide the hands back, cobra of your choice. I'm gonna stay low. And then exhale. Tuck the toes, lifting up and back. Downward facing dog, well done. Take a moment, pedal it out. And then we'll make our way back to forward fold. And let the head hang heavy here. You can grasp the opposite elbows. If you want to find a sway here, please do. And then let's soften the knees and we'll come all the way up. And then bring the hands back down. And let's take a moment. Hands can be at the heart. They can also be at your sides. And just notice. So again, if you want to kind of press the feet into the mat. Notice your breath. Nice. All right, here we go. So let's inhale, reach up, and then we'll exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine, long neck, and then exhale and fold. Fingertips to the mat. We'll kick back that right foot. This time we'll leave the heel up. So here we go. So this may take a couple steps. We can come off the fingertips. Then maybe the next step is the knee, or maybe you're ready to bring the arms up. But that knee is always there, just in case. Just kind of hugging the legs in towards the midline. So let's bring the hands to the heart and we'll pivot on that back foot. So I always have to check my work and I usually have to fix it. So just like someone drew a line down your mat, lining up the front heel with the back arch or the back heel. And then let's bend that left knee and then we'll bring the arms out to shoulder height into warrior two. Nice. So we're going to do something a little different. Let's inhale, bring the arms up. And exhale. Next time, inhale, push into that left foot, reaching up. And exhale. Coming back. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Kind of settle in here. So see where the shoulders are in relation to the hips. So when I was younger, I was always ready for the next pose, right? I was always reaching. So staying kind of right here in the present. We'll flip the hand over, let's reach up, 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 up. So again, long side bodies, both sides. Push into that left foot, and we'll straighten the leg, and then we'll reach towards the top of the mat, coming into Trikonasana. So I'm not using a block today, so I'm gonna be a little higher up than I usually go. You can, again, follow the gaze up. You can look down, just wherever's comfortable for the neck in this pose. Nice, then we'll come down. Let's frame the foot, we'll turn onto the toes, and then step back. Finding your plank or half plank, and then exhale, lower down. Slide the hands back, lifting up cobra, your choice. And then coming down, tuck the toes, lifting up and back. Downward facing dog, lovely. And then looking at the top of the mat, let's make our way back up. And then we'll soften the knees, up we go, reverse swan dive, and then nice. Lovely. So we'll do one more side. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, we fold. Fingertips to the mat, we'll kick back that left foot. Keep the heel up, here we go, high lunge. Maybe you go to the knee. Maybe you reach up. But again, you can come back to the knee. You're feeling a little wobbly. And we'll take the hands to the heart, rolling onto that heel, check your work. And then we'll bend that right knee, coming up. Here we go, inhale, push into that right foot, straighten the leg, reach, reach, reach. And then exhale, come down. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, we come down. And then last time, here we go. Inhale, and exhale. Settling in. I feel like I'm leaning forward, so I'm gonna draw my shoulders back. Flip the right hand over, let's reach up, 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 up. And then pressing into the right foot, straighten the leg. Let's start to reach forward. And tipping into Trikonasana. And then exhale, let's come down. Turning onto the left toes. One more time, let's step that right foot back. Finding plank. And then exhale. Sliding the hands back, lifting up cobra. Again, shoulders back, opening that upper chest. And then lowering down. Tuck the toes, let's lift up and back. Downward facing dog. Enjoying stillness. And then on your next exhale, let's bring the knees down to the mat. Rest the sit bones towards the heels. So you can be in extended child's pose with the arms extended. You can stack the hands under the forehead. If you really want to release the shoulders, you can bring the arms to your sides. My personal favorite is in a wide-legged child's pose, and I bring the hands through the knees. Rest the side of the head down. It's very grounding. It's very, very nice. Let's take a few breaths here. So return to that breath. All right, so take your time as you come back to table pose. We're actually going to make our way down to the belly. We're going to stretch the quadriceps here. So you can come into a crocodile pose to start, so stacking the hands or the fists. Rest the forehead down. So let's take the right arm forward, and that's what you're going to rest your forehead on. And then we'll bend the left knee. And so reaching behind you with that left hand, so you can grab pant leg, heel, foot, toes, whatever you got. And then just gently pull the heel towards the sit bone. So that could be what your practice is today. If you want a little bit more, I invite you to press into the hips. You can lift, kind of coming into a half bow pose. and then let's release, and gently let it down. Try not to slingshot it back down. And then we'll come back to center. So bring the hands in the middle, rest the forehead down. Notice the difference between the legs. All right, and then we'll bring the left arm in front, rest the forehead down, and then bend the right knee. Reach behind, again, pant leg, heel, foot, whatever you got. Gently pull. And if you want a little bit more, pressing into the hip, lifting up. And then gently release. Bring it down. And then one more time, let's come into crocodile. Right. And so we'll slide the hands to that cobra shape. Press up to table. You can cross the ankles, roll over them. And then we'll just bring the legs extended. All right. So from here, let's bring the right foot in. And you can keep it where it is, or you can cross it over. Left arm reaches up. You can cross or wrap. And then right hand just kind of swims around behind you. Nice tall spine as you twist. Inhale, coming back around. Let's replace the foot. And then the left foot comes in. You can keep it right here or cross it over. Right arm reaches up. Bring it down across or wrap. Left hand swims around behind. And again, nice tall spine in your twist. Inhale, coming back around. Place the foot. And then we'll just bring the soles of the feet together. Sitting up nice and tall. If you like, you can hinge from the hips. Kind of fold forward. And my favorite is to kind of tuck up here, so kind of threading the arms through the legs. Down. Just slowly unthread if you were threaded. And then we're gonna bring the hands under the knees, gently bring them up. And then we'll just roll down to back from here. Just bringing the knees into the chest. You can hold outsides and the insides. And feel free to rock side to side. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat. And then we'll just shift the hips over to the left side of the mat, set them down, let the knees roll to the right. You can take the arms in a T, but if you're kind of limited on space, you can also bend the elbows. And then we'll bring the knees back up. Take a moment to center the hips as well. And then let's shift the hips over to the right side of the mat, set them down. Let the knees roll over to the left. And then we'll inhale, bring the knees back up. And again, take a moment, center the hips as well. Let's bring both feet up, grasp the sides of the feet, toes, ankles, or even the backs of the knees. Separate the knees out, and we'll make our way to happy baby. You want to rock side to side. And then let's bring both feet and both hands straight up into the air. You can rotate ankles, rotate wrists here. Very nice. So let's bring everything back down. And then getting ready for relaxation. So if you have any blankets nearby, I would definitely kind of cover yourself up. You can even grab a pillow to place under your head. Just get nice and comfy, nice and warm. If the low back is talking to you when you lay down, you can bring the feet to the mat, kind of bring them out to the edges, and just kind of bring the knees together. That'll create a kind of restful shape for you. That's what I'm going to do today. And As you settle into the mat, and just notice where the body is making contact with the floor. Just feel nice and grounded, nice and supported here. And soften the face and the jaw and the neck. Soften your shoulders and your arms all the way to the tips of your fingers. Soften your rib cage and the area of your heart. The abdomen softens as it rises and falls with each breath. Soften the hips, allow them to feel heavy and sink into your mat. And the tops of the thighs soften, as well as the knees. And your shins, calves, ankles, and feet, all the way to the tips of your toes, and through to the soles of your feet. And exhale as if you're exhaling from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And inhale as if you're inhaling from the tips of your toes to the top of your head. Shavasana. Enjoy. to your breath. Make your inhales and exhales a little bit longer. Allow that longer breath to inspire small movements in the fingers and the toes. Rotate wrists, rotate ankles. Bring both arms up over the head, stretch the entire body from fingertip to toe. And then one final time, let's bring the knees into the chest. Again, you can rock side to side. And then we'll just roll over to either side, left or right. And then as you're ready, gently press back up to an easy seated pose. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.